So we'll begin as always with a shout out to Squarespace. Thanks for allowing us to be here at CES 2016. So we're here in the Silverstone suite, and we're going to start with the cases. We're going to have to run through these pretty quickly because they've got a fair amount on display as usual. So we'll start with the ML08 and the RVZ02. They actually feature the same internal structure, with the main difference being the design of the front fascia. So what they've done with these puppies is they've gone ahead and abandoned, yes, my friends, they have abandoned 3.5-inch drives. So they're assuming you've either got a NAS or you've got a 2.5-inch storage drive, and that's pretty much good enough. So you can fit an SFXL power supply, which is kind of a Silverstone proprietary form factor, but they've actually got a fair number of options there. An ITX motherboard. You can fit two 2.5-inch drives, and there's actually, you can tell I did another take of this video because the SSD used to be in there. Well, there you go. This is what happens when you try and install it with your offhand while you're trying to do a video. There we go. Boom. Toolless 2.5-inch drive installation, as well as toolless 5.25-inch drive installation with a simple little plastic snap. Moving around to the back. There you go. Pretty much as big a graphics card as you could want to put in, whether it's a rear blower design or an open air design. There's even a little bit of room at the top for extra heat pipes or whatever else you're into. The other big one over here on the ITX, well, actually, I guess that third one is ITX too. Well, whatever, don't stress about it. So the other big one here is the RVZ01-E. The E is for evolution. And basically what they've done here is they've again eliminated 3.5-inch drive compatibility, but they have added the ability to put a full-sized ATX power supply in the same form factor as the original RVZ01 Raven case. So you can still install that large graphics card, you can still install dual 120mm fans, and I believe even a radiator up there if you're using one of their slim radiators. You can still install an ITX motherboard, and now you can put a full-size ATX power supply in there. The other thing you give up here, though, is the 5.25-inch slimline optical. No longer an optical option. Which brings us over to the CS280. So if you guys remember, we actually did a build in what would sort of be the bigger brother of this guy, the DS380, back when we did our actually up to 12 drive mini NAS with Seagate 6TB enterprise drives. This one still has that same kind of, beautiful aluminum fascia, kind of premium NAS look, but again, they've done away with 3.5-inch drives entirely. Yes, you are expected to switch to either using 2.5-inch hard drives, or Silverstone is ready for the future when people are starting to go full SSD on their NASs. So it supports up to 8 of these little 2.5-inch sleds. It's got a cooling fan vent thing in the front with two 80mm fans. You go ahead and remove that. And other than that, it's pretty much the most bog standard tiny little case that you could possibly imagine, other than the fact that it's got that massive backplane so that you can install those drives without running any cabling up to the drives themselves, so you can use the little trays. So who's going to build this? I don't know. But you guys can let me know in the comments if you are ready for a 2.5-inch drive-based NAS, and if I'm completely off my rocker saying that I'm a little bit confused by this product. Although I do think it's very cool because I am one of the few people on Earth who actually has a solid-state-based NAS. So thank you for checking out our coverage of Silverstone's cases. And again, a huge thank you to Squarespace for allowing us to be here at the show. Remember, guys, if you're building an awesome website, it starts over at squarespace.com/Linus. You pick one of their beautiful templates, you get going, you got their tech support helping you out with it, and boom, beautiful website. You can find the full details at the link in the video description. Don't miss any of our content here at the show by being subscribed to Linus Tech Tips, and we will see you at the next booth. Or perhaps this one again, but with different stuff.